in Medina right now, and I think okay, so the call, so now it's being recorded, so that's good. Okay, so just to start off, and let everyone know who's going to be watching this recorded lesson, what's going
Uh,
on right now? Is it okay?
Basically, the session depends upon the how we utilize fMRI for the data processing.
Azam, just a second. I was just going to give a short introduction about the latest happenings with NCAI in Saudi Arabia, and then you can start. Just give me a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so as you guys know, I was there in Riyadh last week for the Global Health Exhibition. So we had some very good meetings. I went to the RDIA, so the attraction program PISAP, PISAP. They've announced it officially. You guys can see it on LinkedIn as well. I know a lot of you have reposted it and given your positive comments on it, so that's very good. This is very good exposure for us because RDIA has over 100,000 followers on LinkedIn. So now all those people saw our post and now they know about the company. A lot of people are reaching out. Yesterday, I had someone from King Fahd Military Hospital reach out to me, and they want to also explore MOU opportunities and opportunities for collaboration. I've already sent them the report from the Alzheimer's report that Azam created, and they liked it very much. So that is another happening, which is very good. It's a very positive development. Aside of the RDI, of course, the MCIT, I gave the minister and the vice minister packages, which has the proposal, the business proposal, as well as the comments that all the students left who were seeking employment with us. So that is also with them. And from a women empowerment perspective, it is very important that we get this thing going so that we can hire more and more people, Saudis, in this workforce, in this project. So that is also with the minister right now. So fingers crossed. Hopefully, we hear back something good from them soon. Aside of that, I held a meeting at the Ministry of Health with one of the persons over there. Dr. Schwag was kind enough to introduce me to him, to the gentleman. So I've given him a package as well, and we are going to explore opportunities with regards to MOU with the Ministry of Health. So probably next week, I will hear back from them, and we are going to have an online call. So that is another thing. And things are looking up. Dr. Yusuf from the RDIA, he's going to be introducing me to some venture capitalists and investors as well. So I'm just waiting for these MOUs to get signed with KSU and King Faisal Specialist Hospital Research Center. So once we have those MOUs signed and ready, we already have the RDIA one. So once all the MOUs are signed and ready, then I'm going to start meetings with the venture capitalists and start looking for funding. So that is also something that's going to be happening over the next month or so. With regards to King Faisal Hospital, so the research and collaboration agreement document has been sent, and now it's with their legal department, and hopefully we hear back from them soon. Same is the case with King Saud University. As you guys know, we set up the lab, we set up the machines over there at King Saud University at the female campus. But right now, we are trying to sort out the internet issue over there. As soon as it's sorted out, inshallah, we will get the machines going. My brother Khalid is over there in Riyadh, so he can go anytime and set those up with the internet. Uh, in the situation that we do not get internet approval, service approval from King Saud University, in that case, what we will do is we will get our company will get our own internet installed over there at our own cost, and then we won't need it from the university. So I've given Dr. Schwag both options. If one doesn't work, then the other will work. But the main aim is that we get these lab and the machines started quickly so that all the students can start practicing on them. Because without the internet and without access to data sharing with the machines and sharing access, it just simply wouldn't work. So we'll sort that out, inshallah. And now over to Azam. Azam, so in this lecture, I know you will be taking a more practical hands-on approach with
Mm,
fMRI prep and FSL maybe. So
yeah.
please start.
Okay. In last week, I am giving some tasks for students regarding um, the pre-processing of fMRI on by using the fMRI prep, and second similar task by utilizing um, FSL, and some other helpful libraries which are supporting to the data processing task. The task is that everyone see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. The task is that you get the admin website. Admin website is also freeware, and license. There is no licensing issue. There is some data sets is also uploaded in our repos repo. You get two and three subjects data, uh, especially the subjects which have the three have adding disease, and the subject which has not adding disease. They categorize that, and after that you convert your data in the bit structure. Because online websites are also available, and I also suggest some tools which quickly convert the DICOM format to nifty, and also the bit structure data. The second step is that, and after that you apply fMRI press, uh, prep some commands, and after 2 and 3 hours, one subjective process. Today lecture is that how we utilize such command, because some students facing the problems regarding the free server license and other things for applying the syntax. And there's simple, there is no difficulty regarding the syntax, other things. First thing is that you evaluate the command by step, and then apply such command. This is all the commands are also implemented in the um, assignment task, but I don't know how the student done that, because not single student submit me for last assignment, and similarly the this assignment it provided that for last week. First of all is that how we done deal the ephemera prep. First thing is that,
Azam, sorry to cut you. So one or two students messaged me. One or two of them, the ones I talked to, they were busy with something and they were going to take a shot at it. So I suggest what we do is in this section, in this lecture, we take one of the simple tasks, one of the tasks that you gave out to them, and
yeah,
in this lecture you try and show them how it is done, and then
yeah,
for those who have not attempted it, they can watch this lecture and then they can attempt it themselves.
yeah, okay. Now, first of all, is that the fMRI, the installation and other thing is similar, simple, that I believe that all the student install the fMRI container, because I am not wasting this time for the installation and other thing. In previous lecture and recordings, how to install the Docker container for fMRI prep, and how to install the library fMRI prep Docker for the wrapper library for the commands utilized in the syntax of Python, not in the syntax of Docker. So in the first thing is that how to install pip install your user, your upgrade, and you install such library fMRI prep Docker, which is a wrapper library for the utilization of command, because all the commands are written in fMRI prep Docker, not in the format of Docker, because the Docker format is too much complicated, and sometimes it's not easily understandable for students. And first thing is that the command is fMRI Docker, and the first path is your input path, where your input of the subject. I take only one subject. Subject you name that your directory subject one, subject 01, subject A as your A's. The first path is that your input path, and the second path after this page, the second path is your output path. You see that the line is represent your output, where your output are saved in your computer. Such path are in the format of Linux, and if you are Linux using Linux system, you use such path. In case of your system is Windows, you use the front slash. And this is the thing participant. Basically, you make a CBC file. Bit structure made you a file in the format of CBC, and the CBC format, you represent your subject in the case of participants. This is a basic structure, and we apply that we are labeling only one subject, and we labeling that the subject is 01. Over subject is only one subject data is available in our folder. And on the other side, we also applied that the FSL license. The FSL, if you have applied for FSL license, because your license file is in the license.txt file, and you reside, some students facing a problem of licensing. Sometime the path, in sometime the path of, you see that the similar path is that where your subject is, sometimes it's create error because uh, the such documentation are the previous documentation, but in the latest documentation and latest version, if your license is available in the same format, you see a error path on your prompt that the license is not valid and something like all the other uh, error regarding the licensing. So I suggest you that your path for the license is different. Similarly, that I make a command for your people. You see that first of all, I've used fmri docker command, and after that, we apply, because we are doing such task on the Windows, because Windows is too much easy for all the students. And you see that this first path is that our input path. Our input path is it's my username and user. We also realized the document in the desktop, and on desktop we created a builds dataset folder. And I also show you the folder, the hierarchy of the folder. Basically, this is the builds data structure folder, and in folder we also create a output folder, which output is added. And in the subject one, we have bit structure. In bit structure, we have two folders. First folder is anatomy folder. In anatomy folder, there are two nifty zip files. And after, in functional folder, we are have fMRI subject board analysis file, and even such structures are created by already by bit structures tool. You also give your file in the DICOM format and in nifty format, and such structure already created by tool. And I suggest you the tool, which tools are um, basically lot of tool are available. And I also configure some tools in the last of the lecture. I also show you how you convert such data in the base structure. And after that, you have a creation a file. When you create a bit structure, a file is created in the JSON format. Basically, this is the versioning of your bit structure. Normally the 1.001, below that structure is not supported. It's only fMRI file. Your structure bit structure is greater than versioning one. Recently 1.8 version is also available for bit version, because it's a simpler version. You also give your license, the person, the name, which license, the name of your file, and other thing references also give you at your demand. And one file is created by, the file name is CBC file. Basically, such file is created by the bit structure. The structure of the subject one is the patient ID, and the patient sex is female, and it depends on, is just like a information which you are giving according your need. Because this is the demo version, I am giving the fake values, not real values. And after that, basically this is the structure of our data set. And after that, we are giving, you see that basically this first path is the input part, and the second part is such line is our output path. And after that, we give a participant. Basically, this sign is caret sign. When we concatenate, yeah, continue over row, now we give the caret sign. A caret sign already represent the previous command, the continuity to our file. That's why I use such a caret sign, because if we give such line in such phase, it's also work that. And after that we labeling that the participant label is 01. After we give the dash is basically the arguments. The argument is that the FSL license file, and I give the license file. Path of the license file is that desktop free server license. And after that we have a license.txt file. And after that we use some parameters. Ignore slice timing. Basically when you give the slicing of your data, it takes more time. But if you ignore the slice timing for just your age, just your as a pilot project, as a demo project, your pre-processing time in normal case, if a one subject takes 3 to 4 hours, when you ignore the slice timing, it approximately 50% reduce your time. And other thing is that this is very valid thing. When you apply the command, you must memorize, check your memory space of your system. If your system, you check your memory. In recent case, my memory is 24 GB, and I don't categorize only the memory is 16 GB. So, when the command is running that, my system is not enhanced for 16 GB. But if I am not packet the such thing, sometime my system may be in the hard condition. Similarly, that we also you also check your processor cores, and I utilize over processor cores 8 core, not more than 8 cores. And after that, we also specify our output in the templates, because basically all the fMRIs and all the MRIs also resided in the template form. And MNI 152 template have the most prominent template for the templating of the data, and such template is also embedded in the library of the fMRI. And also when we run such command, basically such command is turned down in the Docker format. You see that when we run the command, our command and the backend use Docker run TIRM just like that, because such commands are not physically readable and not recoverable in your memory. For your A's, we are wrapper the library fmr Docker. I think you people understand that. After that, we could forward that. Afterward, you
Okay,
see,
Azam, Azam, sorry, 1 second. So this is the general framework and the background, how the
yeah,
architecture is, right?
yeah,
So, and then you will move forward with actually using the fMRI prep, right?
yeah.
Okay, okay, thanks.
After that, I also upload such files. Which type of problem you people face that? First of all, you face that the fMRI path of the file. Sometimes the path is not, you are not giving the right path. Basically, when you apply such command, which fMRI prep Docker, it gives you the right path of your file, and such path is that such like path, such like path of your user. Such path is giving you which path is available in your directory. And similarly, you if you are using the Linux, you export such path to your path. Basically, the user which are using Linux, such command are such people's. And after that, we are running the fmr Docker command and apply such thing on the file. Now, basically, such are the bit structure, and these are the arguments which are you using your fmr command. I pasted all the necessary arguments which are regarding to the fMRI prep frameworks are available. Basically, the bit structure file, our input file is also given you, and also you given you the output directory. Basically, the output directory in the fMRI file means derivatives directories are the output directories. And the analysis level, analysis means how many participants you are giving. In the demo case, we are giving only one participant. You also give the group of participant in the array format. The command is also available in the fmri prep, and I also share you the such command. And after that, you giving how you giving the participant selection, you giving the participant label, argument, and the example, how you example the map that you use such argument. And after that, you give your subject number and your number of subjects. In case of you are in the group, you make your folder in such group, and all the name the all the folders in such hierarchy. Similarly, you also give the sessions, you also give the task id. And after that, you have the output working directory, some arguments like output spaces. I am also using such argument. The output structure is mni. You also give also the directory template format, the subject directory, uh, and similarly, you also give how you use the FSL free server. In case of if you are applying the FS free server, because server is applying for the surfaces and other analysis. And if you are using that, such a case, you giving the lessons. And if you are not using, if you are occurring the free server error, you also applying that dash no dash free server. In case of we are applying such a, the command omit that the free server licensing, and without the free server process your data. And similarly, if you are working on the folder of anatomy folder, you are not working the functional folder, you also give that such argument. And after that, you have such fMRI arguments like your aroma, enable the ICA and ACA denoising. And you also give the bold, if you are applying the bold structure and such. If you are not giving such argument, by default the default values and default settings are applying on your stream. But if you are manage through on, you give the command as your ace. Similarly, such are the resource level arguments. You give the n threads or number of threads you are system. In our cases over live, we are using recently 4 core. Like if your processor is 4 core or 6 core, it's meaning you are using multiply by 2, using double of your threads. And similarly, you use the memory. Basically, these memories are in mbs, and you calculate the memories mbs in the formats that. And after that, you have a low memory case. You also apply such, if your memory is low, your program is not hard down. Similarly, the reporting argument. And these are basically after that, such command is the pure command of docker. You also utilize such command if you are not installing the fMRI prep wrapper. But I suggest you that you must install the fMRI prep wrapper library, fMRI prep Docker library, because in case if you are not installing such library, you apply such command in such format. You give such format. You also know that the format of the Docker, and you copy such command. But if you have a fMRI wrapper, you apply such like command. Now I move forward to the system. Basically, our system.
Okay, sorry to cut you, Azam. I'm just going to let everyone know, and the people who are going to watch the recording, that now is the part that he's Azam is practically going to show you how the theoretical part is practically applied with fMRI prep. Please,
y-
Azam, go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, basically, first of all, we also pull the container in our local system. The container is NI prep, fMRI prep. Such container is available in my Docker desktop, and the other containers are also available, which are also pull in my Docker desktop. And after that, such images are available. The image name is NI prep oblique fMRI prep. You also uh, apply the command docker pull, and such container is already downloaded in your system. And
Azam, question for you. So the machines that we have given to King Saud University at the lab over there, do have you loaded
yeah,
some data over there?
yeah. The Docker containers are also available on that. But the reason is that the internet connectivity is not
Yeah,
available
yeah,
yet
yeah.
now. Remote
And,
desktop. That's why I
and
not
how
up.
much data? Yes, and how much data is in there? How many patients or how many fMRIs, or do you remember?
Um, uh, I think that we have different type of versioning, like the resting MRI, like to 20 to 40 subjects are available, and similarly the T1 weighted for ADNI 1, ADNI 2, ADNI 3, all the like 20 to 30 patients are available on site. But it's not a difficult task. When the internet connectivity is available, we also apply the commands, and all the data sets are downloaded in the real time in the folders, and the folders are shared to the students.
Oh,
Because
that's great. That's that's great.
okay, now we move for practically how the commands are activated and how the commands are working. Such like all the image, when we run the image, basically the image is the basic directory of which all the things are available. You see that I have the NI prepped image, and such image is over how we inspect that the image has how much things are involved in my image. The command is that docker inspect, and after that you give your name, your ID of your container. And after giving that, you see that the all the things available in the container, like that the FSL, the free server and other things, all the things are show you that how much things are in the, you see that in such case the fMRI prep version 25.22 is already embedded in the container. And after you see that some some codes and some configurations and all the things are wrapped, like FSL free server license is also embedded in that. And after that you see a different type of library, you see that free server libraries and sessions are already embedded in the container. And after that you see that many other things and other variable local libraries and configurations, all things are already ingested in the container. Now we move forward to the command which are using that. You just write the command in your notepad and this other thing. And after that, one thing is notice that after you applying such command, you see that your output folder is empty. No file is on your output folder. Your you have such like of files, and such files are created by the tools which are converting your normal data to bit structure data, and then also converted such data. And in previous lecture I also give you the examples, and previous documentation I also give refer you to tool which tools are giving you such thing. And in the coming lecture I also make a container for your A's, similar like that the fMRI prep. And after that you just like the container is running, and you just like to go to the URL and give the path, and all the things are in your click formats. Now I move forward that um, basically, wait a minute. Now I put the command in that basically, uh, wait, I copy the command. The caret sign is not that, that's why the command are not putting. I apply the caret sign because the caret sign is the continuity of your command. Your all the commands are now basically the command is running that I interrupt that. You see that the command is running and the log is maintaining that I delete such log and run the command with full features. Now I run the command. You see that I am running that the command, the caret sign, and continuity of the command, the input output bar, and after that I enter that, and you see that the all the commands are running in the Docker format. You see that the command, this is just like wrapper, and the command are running the Docker format. Docker run basically such a real-time command are running on the system, and after that you see that it gave me the warning because our file of ni file is not showing the slice timing. That's why it's give the warnings, and similarly the other warnings regarding the pattern of the validity of the bit structure. In the coming lecture I also giving you how you validate your bit structure. The command is saying that the fee server license is apply on that, and similarly all the things are doing that. And you simply, when you apply such command, you simply open your task manager, and in the performance case, if I yeah, now you see that my CPU level, you see that my CPU level is 43%, and the memory consumption is 17% memory consumption, because the 16% GB is allocated from the task, and the other memory uh, is allocated some other task, and such are the over because we are not in my system the GPU is not a normal graphic card, but in case of the machine deployed in the NOC, the GPU level is all the things are applying on the GPU. Major cores are applying on the GPU. You see that the percentage over CPU consumption is going to 80%. And when the system moves on, such processing one times go touch to 100%. And that's why the normal systems are not suggested for such like of processing, and the systems which are as a testing phase you apply that, but in the security, in the safety features. But in analysis of more than 10 subjects and 10 subjects comparison of that, utilize the workstation machine, and some.
So Azam, once we get the students access to the workstation machines at KSU, then
Yeah,
all this processing will be done by those machines, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Then the
yeah, yeah,
students can remotely access those machines and then just
yeah,
do
yeah,
it
yeah.
quickly.
You the
And one more thing, so we will also give them our own pipeline, right? The special tool that you've built for Dr. Schwag and the students. Remember the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
that you demoed? So we will also give them that.
yeah.
So
I have.
I'm going to ask Dr. Schwag. I'm just going to message her tonight that you know what, she should try and get us permission next week that
Yeah,
NCAI can go and install. Then we will order the internet ourselves. We will have our own separate internet, and
yeah.
so that we don't have to rely on the university, and we will pay for it. It's not a problem. So because the students are wanting to use the machines and they want to use this pipeline that we want to give them, and I know they are getting irritated as well. So let's inshallah, let's get those machines running next week so that we can start having some fun.
You see that our resources of our system up and down, because such machine is not yeah, also a good machine, Core i7 and 24 GB RAM, and also a good core processor. But it take time. I complete a subject from a machine, and I approximately take 3 to 3 and 5 half of one subject, which take a lot of time. But in case of you are utilizing such commands in a parallel process of our machines, I think so it take approximately less than 1 hour in our machines. Depend on your
Okay.
scenario, how much your things are. In some cases, it's take 30 to 40 minutes, regarding on your
Okay.
requirement, how much things you are doing that. And you see that if you I'm seeing your I folder, my output folder You see that our output folder created a file of log file and also created a subject file, and the subject file also created a functional and log file. The pre-processing is done that, and after done all the things, I see you how the results are, the nature of the result. Basically, such type of result, this data is the data which are our input data. You see that the our input data is such like the format, and the derivative folder basically the output folder, and in output folder you see that we have the license also available. See, the free server licensing is also available in such case. You after you see that we have two type of reports. First is anatomical report, and second is functional. If I open one file,
So, Azam, this is the pre-processing that you have just done in front of us. Is that correct?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute, because the machines are I'm opening it.
Yeah, there's too much load on the machine.
Yeah, the this is first anatomical report in the PDF form, and you see that after the pre-processing, uh, uh, they got such like of analysis, such like of images done that, because in fMRI we also reduce according to our requirements, such are the you see that all the slices and such like QC measures, such like analysis in that. But in case of functional, the results are too much goods. Now I am function. This is the functional subject, and you see that a single session and also give you the image size, the vocal size. We also limitize the batch scripts of all this file, how you um, done such thing according to your requirement. And after you see that we have such like the mean of the fMRI file or a subject, they calculate the mean of the files of all our images, and after you see that it's calculated TSNR volume subject, and after it's also calculates that the Franklin's, because it's the Franklin's scripts also available in the site, and the TNSR volumes and other things that we also done all other analysis like bold analysis and other things according to your requirement. And basically this is a demo for you people, how the people are things are doing that. You see that the pre-processing and the other thing is done that you see that the fMRI workflow graph with 471 node built successfully. All the things are giving in the task prompt, and after you see that if we see our folder, wait a minute, basically I am going to desktop, and desktop is the build structure. Such folder is that I see that in the output we have the subject, and the subject also create some figure and some functional folder, and you see that the files are created. And after the completion, the all the files are in the working format, the figures are in figure format, and you see that figures are also generated that, and the logs are also generated in such format. And in the source data, the source of free server is also loaded in such data. The logs are also created in that. That's the way the fMRI framework is working on the fMRIs. And when you people are doing such tasks, you see that all the things are doing very well and very professional way. In the next, when your people are too much command on the fMRI prep, then we move forward to next our framework is a Clinica, and Clinica is also a good framework for working on the base structure. Uh, my
Now, guys,
advice to all,
Azam, I'm going to add something over
yeah,
here. Just give me 2 minutes. So, for everyone's information, just to let you know, there are some students who are taking this class who have a neuroscience background, but they don't have a programming background, and they might find even although this is a very simple task that Azam has given you, a very simple demo today, but some of you who might find it difficult, and in that case, don't panic. There's no need to panic. Inshallah, once we get these machines running, I will try my very best to have them running in the next 7 to 10 days. Inshallah, when I get those running, that will solve two or three major problems. Number one is the processing power of the machines that you have. So all the processing will be done by those machines. You can just remotely access those machines and it will make life a lot simpler. Number one. Number two, those machines have all the softwares pre-built into them. So they have fMRI Prep and Clinica and FSL and a lot of other softwares as well. But the main positive point in terms of software over there is the pipeline that is built by us and by Azam, and he will give you access to that pipeline. Now, that is the pipeline that we showed you a few weeks ago, which had a very simple interface. You just go and upload your file over there. It does the Nifty to DICOM conversion easily, and then it does all the pre-processing. So that's a one-click solution. You can click on what sort of neuroimaging pre-processing stuff that you want to do. It gives you different options. It makes life a lot more easier. You don't have to do all this coding and stuff, but you still have to know this coding. I mean, you have to know what the background is, how the what the engine room contains, how the processes work, what's the input folder, what's the output folder. So this is information that you still need to have. I know it's going to be very easy for you once you use our software and it's just a few clicks and you get your answer. But you still have to, if you want to do research and you really want to get into this topic, you still have to know how this backend works. Inshallah, just pray that we get permission from King Saud University. I'm at this stage, I'm just willing to pay for it and install our own internet over there and get the machines running for you guys because I'm getting impatient as well. I want to have you guys work on those machines and make life easier for you. And inshallah, soon we will do that. I will message Dr. Ashwag today. So I think we should not wait for King Saud University administration to give us access to their internet. It might take longer. And that internet is, I think, slow. It also cuts off sometimes when I was there over there. So I think the best solution if we install our own internet and just get things going. So inshallah, Azam, back to you, please.
I also make a basket for you people, how the things are doing in the back end and how you prepare yourself, because you many software and many other things are is for your people, but in real time research you must do something your own effort and your own skills, and such skills are not built up when you are not familiar to that, how to run the basket and how to run the such command and how the folders and data are loaded and how the output are going in such a way. Because the thing is that you are, when you are research people, you are not doing that just like to pre-process the data. You also apply some analysis and some other things of that. Such analyses are not available uh, in your requirement. Such facilitate you some other people's work. You also see, you also learn, you get some parts of some other people's work, but research is that your own requirement. Because if you done some other people all the things of other people in your search, it's not research, it's just like a plagiarism. And you know that the 100% plagiarism is not acceptable in the research. You just take some good parts and some such like things which are useful for your research part, and it facilitates your research. Such things are you adopt that. And such a idea, the Cockney AI platform, I embed in your minds, and I advise you people, you must struggle little step struggles, and after the struggle you get a results in very fruitful manner. uh, I also built a basket for your peoples because Dr. Schwag are saying that most people are using the baskets in the pre-processing like that. Uh, for the task I am giving you people, on the behalf I am making a basket. You also, this is just like a demo basket. You also altered according to your requirement. First of all, I am already giving the path of the file. The path is that the path with your input path, and secondly the path of your output path, and this other thing is that such basket is already loaded. You do not give the command on the prompt, so you just give the script. How you run the script, you just give the script name dot sh, and after on the bash shell you just click on that, and over bash file is running that. Basically the bash file script is all the commands in aggregate way. You see that the free server license directory is also in our path, and we also share the template which are using from registration, and after that we create such directories like log derivative directory. Such path directories are already created on that, and after that some commands which are your system commands, some other things. The idea is that which things are providing you is, but in my experience, because such files are created for the demand of Dr. Shfaq, because he said that we your students are more feasible for applying the basket. But in my professional opinion, the basket files are too much difficult regarding to the Python code. Python files are too much easy regarding such batch files, because such bash file scripts are sometimes such like scripts. If you are not an idea how the things are doing that, if you are clicking some scripts in not a proper manner, your working is not on the up to the mark. That's why I suggest you people that you use Visual Studio, you use Jupyter Notebook, and just like write some 3 to 2 lines codes of Python code regarding the data science. And I believe that after 1 to 2 months, you all are professional for the Python coding, and the Python coding is too much easy regarding the other languages, because if you see the statistics of the Google, the students who are in the grade 5 and grade 4 who are using the Python code, who was not some other languages like MATLAB and JavaScript. Two languages are more common which are underage peoples are, and the professional peoples are also using. The language are JavaScript, and the top of the line language is Python, because all the LLM models and all the things which are developed in the AI are in the Python. Basically, such the idea. If you people have some question regarding that, please ask me.
Yes, I messaged in the chat as well. If you guys have any questions, and for those guys who are going to be watching the recording, you can go on at a later stage and ask us questions in the group, or you can privately message Azam and myself. So that also works. Um, I
I
know
think
it's
that
a bit tough.
Latifa is also some problem regarding the free server license. He also sent me the message. I think that the problem is resolved. That I also shared that the things which are also demonstrating in such lecture. The licensing problem have two issues. First issue is the path of the licensing file, and the second issue is that if you are using some other person license, like just like my license is using you, sometime it's also make a error, because the first time I run that, some system settings and some other things are also sharing in the cookies, and when you use my license, it's take a problem for you. It's a second issue.
Latifa, was your problem resolved?
I couldn't finish the task today.
Okay, that's okay. You can take your time and attempt it. And then next week, during next week, as soon as you're done, then you can reach out to Azam and
Okay.
then he can see what's going on.
First of all, I suggest all the students that you students take such tasks in little steps. First step is that I also upload today 2 or 4 subject data on repository. I am creating the repository. I am just clicking, so showing you that GitHub, and the repository name is uh, neuro. Wait a minute. The repository is that GitHub. Um, I am built a repository for you people, especially if it is students of KSU. Such repository name is that. Wait a minute. Repository's name is KSU Lab, and I uploaded all the thing in such repository KSU Lab. The link is also sharing you in the GitHub, in the WhatsApp group. Such our main repository is Narrow Cogni AI, and under the tree, the KSU Dash Lab is a repository where all the things are uploaded regarding the some subjects, some software, some scripts, and all the data regarding the facilitation of you students. And in case of you have another idea, yeah, you have some problem regarding the task, you also email me, also WhatsApp me, and inshallah I will resolve your task. And another idea is that you also install such software on your system. The software is Dust. You install in your system, and also share your system during the lecture. If you have some problem, I connect your system and resolve your problem. This is another idea if you have not solved the things in your own.
Okay, that's very kind of you, Azam. Thank you very much. And that is offered for you, Latifa, and for everyone else who is with our program. So anytime if you have any issue and you want one-on-one tutoring by Azam, you can always reach out to him, and then he can get on a call with you, and he can remotely access your system, and then he can take your hand and walk you step by step through everything as well. So that's very kind of him. Now let's wrap up. I think it's been a good session, although turnout was a bit low today. I think some people are tied up. Some people messaged me as well. But let's resolve this KSU lab issue as soon as possible. So if Mr. Dr. Shah can get us permission right away, I'm happy to send my Khalid out there next week, and so you can get the internet installed and everything, and then you can guys can access our tool and all the data and the processing power of the machines, and we can really start neuro imaging and pre-processing activities over there. So thank you very much. Thank you, Azam, once again. A very insightful session. And inshallah, we will pick up next week. And take care and have a good weekend. Thank you, Latifa. Thank you, and everyone else. Thank you, Azam.
Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. Khuda Hafiz.